So we're down to the last 8. The competition you sense rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely...
Vinicius Junior! That's a half-decent try.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Hit into the middle, and out it comes again. Alaba. And it's got through. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false 9, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
And how does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Danger averted for now. And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, really good feet. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the counter is on. He's through. It's a fabulous... hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Borussia Dortmund were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Brandt. Over it comes. Knocks it away. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Valverde hoists it forward, battles to win it back. Now a chance to break. Out to the left it goes. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Mbappe finds himself offside. Mbappe. Valverde. Chan gets it back. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That is terrific skill. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's trying the shot. Up to meet it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Looks to dink one in. Tries the cross. And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes. Real Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Brandt. And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Gets away from his opponent.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Gets it upfield. And that is that. Real Madrid have been held here, and that means they'll have to do it away. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely.
The hosts can sense a semi-final place. Having picked up a win, albeit a narrow one in the away leg, they clearly feel that they are in a position to finish the job in front of their own loyal support. Not necessarily so, believe the visitors today. They think that they can still turn this round. After all, the lead is by no means a decisive one, at least not yet. And that is a tone evidently shared by the away supporters, who are more than holding their own here. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So a tight win first time round, same again would do, but the home crowd are reminding them there is still work to be done.
I think the mood in the home camp, Peter, is that of quiet confidence, and is more than justified considering they got themselves the result they wanted in the first leg. While it's tempting to think they've got most of their job done, I still see a twist or two.
And already we're underway here. Liverpool bring a useful lead into their home game, having won the first leg on the road. But they are wary that the tie is only halfway through. Much work still to be done en route to the semi-final. Isak, looking to get within range. And he's there to hoof it away. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Isak! Isak! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
Well, it's become an exercise in preservation, Peter. I think it's been a much more even affair, and there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks. They look happy to frustrate and contain and just wait for a chance now.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Hoists it forward. And it's Salah. Gets it back. Tries to switch the play. Pedro Neto. Just brushed off the ball there. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Well read, he sorted that out. Van Dijk.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but...
Big chance!
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's been taken short. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Oh, that's neat. Plays it into... Great leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Van Dijk. And the referee brings it to a close. Liverpool through to the last four. Just two more steps now. They have got a crack at it. Well, given the outcome of the first game, Jim, what are you thinking now?
I think the important thing for the second leg was that they didn't become uncertain as to whether they set up.
Borussia Dortmund come into the second leg just as they started the first. It is a narrative which is also applicable to their opponents after a goalless draw last time out. Much has been talked about on and off the field since those 90 minutes came to a close. But talk is one thing, hindsight is 2020. Right now we have 90 minutes ahead of us, which will tell the ultimate tale. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So after first leg stalemate, despite a lot of huffing and puffing, it's time for someone to make a difference. Who, I wonder, might be the headline maker.
Well, this is still anyone's game, Peter, and you can sense a very mixed atmosphere of optimism and pessimism. After a scoreless first leg, I wouldn't necessarily go with the home team here to pull through, because the mood in this stadium could change very quickly should the visitors be first to strike. For one side to take control of this is unlikely, so as much as I don't like sitting on the fence, Peter, you can't get me off it here.
We have already started here. Borussia Dortmund come into the second leg just as they started the first. It is a narrative which is also applicable to their opponents after a goalless draw last time out. Much has been talked about on and off the field since those 90 minutes came to a close. But talk is one thing, hindsight is 2020. Right now we have 90 minutes ahead of us, which will tell the ultimate tale. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So we are now where we began, neither side any closer to the semi-finals. Someone from somewhere is going to have to make a difference.
Well, this is still anyone's game, Peter, and you can sense a very mixed atmosphere of optimism and pessimism. After a scoreless first leg, I wouldn't necessarily go with the home team here to pull through, because the mood in this stadium could change very quickly should the visitors be first to strike. For one side to take control of this is unlikely, so as much as I don't like sitting on the fence, Peter, you can't get me off it here.
The action has already started. Borussia Dortmund are back home now after what could be a really important draw in the away leg. And any win here will carry them into the semi-final. Valverde not easily shrugged off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Clears it out of harm's way. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Towering header! Goal! Real Madrid! And that gives them an overall lead. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Real Madrid take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Nemecha. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Brandt. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Keeps everyone guessing. And we've reached half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we are already promptly back underway. Chance! Defence has got rid of that. Nemecha.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that has been cleared. Tries to get it forward quickly. A really good feat. Pumps it into the area. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Borussia Dortmund can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
They've played it short. Mbappe! Schuller gets good distance on it. Valverde is fouled.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Hits one! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Borussia Dortmund are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Out towards the flank. Defending of the desperate variety. There are a few waiting for it. Tries a shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's been taken short. Now the cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Quick glance at goal. Chance! Mbappe! Danger averted for now. Borussia Dortmund are out. Borussia Dortmund are out, beaten now, and after the first leg draw, beaten overall and out. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, losing is never a nice experience, especially in knockout football, and it's all about learning from your mistakes and growing as a team, so this can act as a good learning curve for them.
Four teams, we're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
And already we're underway here.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel. Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Isak. Forward it goes. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Battles to win it back. Isak goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Van Dijk. Alisson gets it upfield. Robertson plays it forward. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Has a pop! And he comes up trumps again.
Mohamed Salah can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. Goes to finish!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
They've played it short. That's gone a long way up and away. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still Mohamed Salah! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Tries to get it clear. Richarlison. Alisson catches it safely.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Played back in. Quick glance at goal. Big chance! And the weighted pass. Timely intervention. Good clearance and very necessary. Richarlison.
Tottenham Hotspur merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Up to meet it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Richarlison. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Van Dijk. Robertson. That is an adventurous run down the left-hand side. Well read, he sorted that out. And time is up. Only a draw in the home leg. It tilts the tie against them with an away game to come. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Tottenham Hotspur certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty.
Well, welcome to you and to our coverage of semi-final day. It has to be said, we have an atmosphere here that is really buzzing. Both teams terrifically well represented, fans hopeful, expectant. As well they might be, there is no shortage of belief on either side that it will be their team. Goes for goal! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. He'll have a go. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Manchester United are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Alexander-Arnold. Forward it goes. Mbappe! Goal! Real Madrid!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior. Driving on, he could shoot here. Casemiro. And it's played forward. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. Surely has a go! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
And we hit half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Real Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Real Madrid going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Out to the right. He's got options out wide. Vinicius Junior.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's gone for the shot! Oh, they can break here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Hoists it forward. Mbappe gets it out to the wing. Good ball, it's found its target. Vinicius Junior! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it out to the wing. And it's hoisted clear. Real Madrid. And that's it. Real Madrid hold their first leg lead. They have maximised home advantage, and at the midway point of the tie, they are really well placed. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a result which...
Well, no question, this semi-final hasn't quite come to life in the manner that most experts had anticipated, but there's been no end to the debates and talking points in terms of how it will play out going forward. The pre-game press conference was certainly an amusing one, both camps stating categorically that they are ready to attack. Perhaps they have no choice. It is anyone's guess as to the tactical shape of the game. Certainly no shortage of encouragement in terms of supporter base for either team. Which one will have enough? This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. So neither side any closer to the final than they were before the first leg. We're doing it all over again. All that's changed is the venue.
I get the feeling, Peter, that this being such an important game, we might well end up with a similarly...
Bentancur with a definite foul there. That was travelling. Bentancur.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Finds himself eased off the ball. Plays it out to the flank. Defenders on the back foot. Look at the defender bombing forward. And that's been levered clear. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Lovely feet. He's gone for it! And the semi-final reaches halfway. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Liverpool have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Bentancur tried to play it through.
Oh, Peter, his...
Richarlison! There it is! And they have an aggregate lead. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
After 60 minutes is number 9, Richarlison.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Isak! Oh, it's there! Richarlison. Richarlison tore at them and just came up short.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Hoists it forward. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target.
Liverpool are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Going for goal! Danger averted for now. And the finish! It's a goal! And again they hit the front. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable. Liverpool need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. That's it. They are out. So it hasn't happened. No first leg cushion. Now second leg defeat, and they are done for. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, now is not the time for me to put the boot in and criticise them. They've had a devastating loss here. I think they can only learn from an experience like this, though, and strive to come again.
Manchester United have returned home a defeated side after the first leg of this semi-final, only to face the same opponents again under very different circumstances now. They've had time to lick their wounds, and they now have the backing of just about everyone in the ground. The overriding question amongst the away contingent was whether their team had done enough to make this tie safe. On scoreline alone, you've got to doubt that. It's close. So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club football ground in England. Its capacity 75,000 and growing. So the hosts have it all to do if they are to turn this round with the help of their loyal support.
In all honesty, Peter, I don't think they're too unhappy having brought the tie home with the scores as they are. If anything, I would say they might feel reasonably confident with a lot of factors seemingly in their favour. We could see a high-intensity start here that would set the tone very nicely for this.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Manchester United lost in the first leg away from home, and that means anything less than a win and they would miss out on the final. Mbappe! Shaw tries to get it forward quickly. Gets wrestled off the ball. Manchester United still without an attempt on target. Almost half an hour in now. Now a chance to break.
Rudiger just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Vinicius Junior shapes to shoot! Shaw drives it forward. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Plays it over to the other flank. Bruno Fernandes. He's through the middle. Tries to get it clear. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And out it comes again. More than... Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It's come through. And chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
Well, Peter, it's 45 minutes to conjure something up now. They've been better than the first leg, but the pressure is really on, and they have to answer to it.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So deadlock still as the second half begins. And now they can launch a counter. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Driving on, he could shoot here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back where we started. Now can they grab another? Oh, that is a bit special. Manchester United have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Vinicius Junior. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hoists it forward. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Who saw this coming? This looks like it's going the full distance. An enthralling contest. Bruno Fernandes. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And it's Shaw. That is terrific skill. Oh, and he has been fouled there.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Rapidly approaching the end. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Rudiger. Mbappe desperately wants to get on the end of this. De Ligt. Shaw. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. It's gone for a throw-in. Shaw. It is now or never. Time is against them. And it's played forward. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. De Ligt. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a...
Hits one! Oh, and that should have been 2.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Real Madrid going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Forward it goes. There's the through ball. Clears it out of harm's way. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And the action has already restarted. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Bruno Fernandes. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it territory right now.
Hoists it forward. Maguire goes back to base.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw.
There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Right on the edge. Feel the moment. So, the first penalty. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior with eyes on the prize.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
So this one to restore parity. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So the ball is placed on the spot. This to put them 2 up. Oh, he saved it!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Manchester United looking to draw level. Coolly into the bottom corner.
Well, he strolled up and struck that with great confidence. That's a superb spot kick.
No, it's been saved!
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
He steps up to take the 4th penalty.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
He steps up to take the 4th penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Bruno Fernandes comes forward for the 5th of 5.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's in, he's kept them in it. 3-3. Now it is unforgiving. Miss and it could be over. Our keeper's gone the right way but can't keep it out. He cannot afford to miss. And that has lifted the roof. They have made it, and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, they've grown in stature and confidence with every step, and one big step away from the trophy now.
So here we go, the final act in what has been a competition that has entranced us throughout, never short on drama or emotion or talking points. This year's edition certainly does more than hold up to its predecessors. It seems this is the game in which everybody is keen to play a part. The stands are washed with colour, proud renditions of their songs from either end. It really does have all the ingredients of a top final. Manchester United have a free kick. Up for a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Plays it over to the other flank. Over to the left. Can he deliver? It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Plays it out to the flank. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Now short, has a pop! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Defending of the desperate variety. Shaw. Played back in. Manchester United are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Played into the middle. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Still waiting for the first goal. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
Well, with it being a final, caginess is to be expected. Each obviously wants it badly, but neither wants to find themselves behind, and that's the issue now.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here. Has a hit! And that has been clubbed away.
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
There's the delivery. He's dealt with that well. Shapes to shoot! Dispatched clinically. That could turn out to be a big, big goal.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Shaw. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter...
Has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Bentancur.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Hits one! Another chance! Away from immediate danger. Well, that's where he wants it. He spotted the run and played him through. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Good idea, just poorly executed. Just 5 minutes left. Just a few more moments for them to hang on.
Tottenham Hotspur probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Going for goal! Yes, it's in! They have stolen level at the last! Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
All square after 90 minutes. There will be extra time.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals, just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And the action has already restarted. They've managed to get it away. Richarlison. It's on a real chance! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, really good feet from him. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Half-time, extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
The whistle goes, we're off and running. So time for a bit of smash and grab. Bruno Fernandes. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Hoists it forward. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that's it. Nothing between them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. It is so important to score the first one. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
And stepping up, the skipper. Ah, it's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
I think the tension must have got to him because that went straight into the keeper's arms.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Oh, he saved it!
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's read that beautifully.
I think the keeper's done really well to save that, and he deserves a pat on the back from his teammates.
Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, it's come off the bar.
Oh, that's so unlucky to hit the goal frame.
Oh, calm as you like.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Manchester United have to score or they have had it. And scores to keep them alive. Now it is unforgiving. Miss and it could be over. And he sticks it away.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
He cannot afford to miss. It's there, and the fight goes on. 3 each. So we're on to number 7, lucky or not. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see. And he delivers! And so the moment has come. The trophy shimmers as they prepare to receive it. A never-to-be-forgotten moment. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory, another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history. It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere predictably wonderful. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
The action has already... And the finish! Defending of the desperate variety. There are a few waiting for it. And he's cut it out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Played into the mid. He's gone for it! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Away from immediate danger. Courtois can claim that. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Looks to clip it forward. Could try cutting inside here.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Pumps it into the area. Clears it out of harm's way, and it's been taken straight back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde. Valverde goes looking. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Hoists it forward.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late...
So that's it. It is all over. Not ideal, but not the worst start at all. It's an opening day draw. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always helps to have something to build on, and I think this will do nicely.
It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere predictably wonderful. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up.
Goes for goal! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Gorgeous control there. Towering header! Goal! Inter! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel, the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Inter Milan break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's one way to annoy his teammates. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He can get that clear. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Across the field it goes. Mkhitaryan. Beautifully done. There's the ball in. And he just whacks it away. They've played it short. Martinez. He's gone for it! It's broken loose. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looking for goal! No messing about. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're already back underway here.
Newcastle need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Mkhitaryan. Breaks on here. Just about up to the hour now. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
He hits it!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well, that's where he wants it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Plays it over to the other flank. Burn. Forward it goes. Çalhanoğlu plays it forward. Plays it out to the wing.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Burn. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Up for the header! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. Newcastle have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Tries to switch the play. Hoists it forward. That's great strength on the ball. And that's it. Well, it's a pretty poor start, there's no disguising it. All they can do is to try to recover it from here. It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere, predictably wonderful. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Liverpool looking for a fast start to get things done early here.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for...
He's had a shot! It is deadlocked. Schick. Lovely feet. Big chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, the run was really impressive, the finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Just brushed off the ball there. Van Dijk goes looking. And it's got through. Foot in. Plays it long. He's got options out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Over to the left. Swung in towards the middle. Tries to get it clear. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Liverpool have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Liverpool can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Schick gets it back. Done very well to intervene.
The attendance for this match was 29,000.
And it's Salah. Schick. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Not much. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Gets into some space. Played into the middle. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Isak.
Liverpool merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's played forward.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And there goes the final whistle. Not ideal, but not the worst start at all. It's an opening day draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always
It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere, predictably. It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in, the teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere, predictably wonderful. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition, so Neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured.
And the finish! Oh, extraordinary.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
So it is still 0-0. And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And a second time! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Galatasaray can make their change now with a break in play. Has he found his man? Pedro Neto. Lovely bit of skill there. Plays it out to the flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Sanchez with a searching ball. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pedro Neto. Looks to clip it forward. Goalkeeper's ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Hoists it forward. Oh, they can break here. Cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Attempts to play it through. There are a few waiting for it. Sane pumps it into the area. And that's been won straight back. Pedro Neto. Can he deliver? Pedro Neto with the delivery. Hits it first time! Good clearance and very necessary. Half an hour gone in the second half. Hits one! Just off target.
Chelsea showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Looking to win it with time against them. Pedro Neto.
Chelsea merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here.
Oh, real danger here. Plays a clever pass. Needs a quality cross. And that will be the final act. Well, they've got a point. 3, of course, were preferable, but up and running for a new campaign. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always helps to have something.
It is one of the most eagerly awaited days on the footballing calendar. It's the day when teams turn up for work with a spring in their step. First time in this competition this season, a genuine sense of occasion, a bit of fanfare that goes with it. The mood is upbeat, laced with a dose of nerves, which must be expected. The team news is in. The teams themselves will be with us shortly. The atmosphere predictably wonderful. Has a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Tries to get it clear. That's a good ball to... Oh, shooting chance!
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to thread it through. Good clearance and very necessary. Rice turns and goes back.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He's gone for goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. And he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's had a crack. Well, the clearance is short.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Hoists it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's played forward. Ruben Dias positions himself well, and they've been caught out. Goes for goal! There it is!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, the action has already resumed here.
Manchester City don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Looks to bypass the midfield. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
He's pinged one through here. Has a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's there to clear it. Hits one! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Ake. He spotted the run and played him through. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Gets the better of his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Defence has got rid of that. Foden battles to win it back. Well, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen now.
They need...
The referee's awarded a free kick. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, really good feet from him. Defending of the desperate variety. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Looking to get within range. Saka. And that is that. Well, it's a pretty poor start, there's no disguising it. All they can do is to try to recover it from here on in. It is a tough test. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, sometimes going into chase mode can bring out the best in teams, and we're about to discover if this one has the substance needed to prevail. If they have it.